Good morning, interwebs. It is 11:54 at night, and I'm trying to decide what I'm going to do with the rest of my evening. I filmed Sunday Sunrise. It is currently doing all the computery things. I need to go edit some vlogs, is what I need to do. I spent my morning working on these. I still need to list them in my shop, but together these, like, craft gift set things. Like, this has coaster loom and loops kit and extra loops. And I feel like there's something else and it also has a paper bag puppet kit in it. And, like, they all go together in the bag. And there's similar-ish things. I made a number of these sets. I need to take pictures and get them listed up in the shop. I think they'll make good things to have on hand. Either just, like, so you always have a good crafty item to pull out as, like, a boredom buster if needed. Or as stocking stuffers or birthday presents or just presents for the young folk or young at heart in your life. Because some of the things I actually think are pretty fun to do, even myself. So, I worked on those, and then we all went to soccer practice today, because they did a combined practice of the two teams, because Steve kept getting calls from parents that they weren't gonna, like, their kids weren't gonna show up. So between both our kids' soccer teams, there was only gonna be, like, 6 kids there, and some of them were siblings. So, they did a joint practice. I'm going to set you down so I can drink my tea at the same time because my throat is scratchy. Still trying to kick the rest of this cold. Actually, I was telling Steve, I was feeling a lot better and I felt like my cold was feeling better today. And then I went and sat at the park during soccer practice under all these trees and the leaves were changing and all this stuff. And now I feel all like allergies almost. They're also harvesting all around us. There's so much corn dust in the air this year because there's so much corn, and it's just making everybody a little congested, myself included. So I did that. I worked on my cardigan some while I was sitting at the park. Oh, I was listening to a really good podcast today. I'd never listened to it before. It's called Originality, and it's from the Relay Network. So relay.fm has, like, all of them. I get mine through Google Play Music, but if you go to relay.fm, it has all the different shows, and I also listen to Cortex through them and a couple other things. But Originality, it's a podcast, these two women who are in creative fields, and anyways, the episode I listened to today, the first one I've listened to, was called Brain Weasels and a Case of the Shoulds. And you all know my feeling on the word shoulds, and it was just really nice to hear somebody else articulate very similar feelings. And also, I'd never thought of it as using the term brain weasels, but, like, I was basically talking about when you want to be doing a thing and there's some reason that your brain is holding you up from doing the thing, even though there's no, like, good reason, and you know that you're not doing a thing, but something in your brain is keeping you from doing it. It's brain weasels. I like that idea. So, frequently, the brain weasels are just doing their thing. But it was good. I've actually encountered multiple pieces of media this week that have been other people articulating things that I myself feel in ways that are equally inarticulate, but it makes me feel good that they can't articulate it any better, but that I hear their articulation of a feeling and I understand it. You know, it makes you feel a little less alone in the feels. So, okay, I'm going to go and watch a Twitch stream till it ends. I don't think it's going to be on very long. And work on my sweater. And we'll see. I might be able to finish the bottom of the cardigan tonight. I hope. That would be exciting. Because I think I'm on the final 2 stripes and the ribbing. And then I just have to do the button band. And it's done. Because I finished the sleeves yesterday. Yeah, finished the sleeves before I went to bed last night. So, that'd be really exciting to get another thing done. I really like finishing things. And I used to get that feeling, like, a lot more. Like, there's, like, an adrenaline rush and, like, kind of a high to finishing things. Which was one of the nice things when I was selling stuff. Like, I would make smaller things. So, the turnover was, like, always doing things. I'm making toys. It even felt good. Like, if you finish a head, and then you finish an arm, and then, like, you finish components, and each one of those is, like, a small win. But lately I've been making garments or designing things, which means that I make and unmake and make and unmake, and then half the time still decide I don't like it and just unmake the whole thing. And then what do you have to show for that? That doesn't make you feel good. That's not like any endorphin rush. I mean, it is when it all comes together, but it's not all those tiny endorphin rushes. So, I don't know. That was the good thing about making small stuff. But the small stuff is basically useless in my life right now. And so there's just no point in doing it. And I really see no point in making stuff that has no purpose. That is a big thing that I'm trying to get away from right now. Things should have purposes. Because otherwise, there's just stuff. And I have no problem having a lot of stuff. Believe me, I love to be surrounded by lots of stuff, but I like all that stuff to have potential purpose at least. If not, like, very obvious you are actively using it purpose. So, that is what has switched my feeling on what the size of the things that I make and what things that I make and stuff. So, okay, I'm gonna go work on a thing so I can have another fun thing to wear. That'll be exciting. And I'm also trying to make better use of the things that I already have and wear them. So like today, I'm wearing this dress that I made a while ago that I don't wear near often enough because it feels too fancy a lot of times for me. But there's no reason I can't wear fancy clothes in my house because, I don't know, I can be fancy. Nobody cares. I got dressed for work today. So, I don't know. It doesn't always have to just be like leggings and whatever. If I would like to wear a sparkly dress, I will. And if I don't, then I won't. That is the joy of self-employment. I always feel weird, like I'm not really. Am I self-employed? I don't know. I'm not employed outside the home. So I guess, yes, I'm self-employed. And I guess I have to fill out all the paperwork for it. So yeah, I guess it does fall into that category. It just doesn't feel like it, I think, because I enjoy what I do. And isn't that a terrible thing that there's come to be this idea that if you really like it, it isn't work? That is a sad feeling because you should enjoy your work. Anyways, I've been coming across a lot of people talking about work lately. It just keeps coming up. I don't know who started it, but everyone seems to be talking about it now in all of the things and places that I read and listen to. So, okay, speaking of work, I'm actually going to go and sit down and do some of that and make myself some more tea. And yeah, probably put on some pajamas. So next time you see me, I'll probably not be wearing this lovely outfit. So, enjoy it while it lasts, and I will see you in a bit. Well, it is 2:59 and I am heading to bed. I worked on my cardigan and I finished putting the rest of the colored stripes in the body. And then I'm started on the bottom ribbing. I think I have, I don't know, like 4 or 6 more rows of ribbing and then the button band. So I'm happy with how that all turned out and I'm happy to go to bed now. I am not trying to go to bed earlier. I think, I got a comment the other day about trying to go to bed earlier. And I think I might have said that. I'm just trying to go to bed more consistently. And somewhere around 3:30 seems to be a time I can consistently go to bed. Anything earlier and I don't sleep very well. Anything too much later is actually just fine. But I just can't consistently get to that point. So 3-ish it is, for the time being at least, until I get super busy doing some things, and then it becomes later and later, and then, you know, the cycle resets. But I'm gonna go, because tomorrow I have an optometrist appointment, and that'll be oh so fun, because I'm sure they're going to have to dilate my eyes, because they had to last time. Yeah, fun. Yeah, so I will see you all tomorrow. Nighty-night.